Hi, I'm Max Snell.
I'm Thomas Tovey.
And I'm Joe Ward.
I'm Daniel Ralph.
Our company name is Broken Imagination. We are Group 6, and our game's name is Shot in the Dark. I use pre-rendered visuals for the majority of the game, made using models created in Blender. However, we did look at alternatives such as Maya, 3ds Max, but the resolution was a problem. In the future, I hope to improve this with better textures and lighting.
Since the last video upload, we began work on some more detailed concept art for the main character, game menus, and enemies. For this I used Adobe Flash Professional to achieve a more polished look to the designs. We plan to be expanding with many more designs in the coming weeks.
In our last video, we looked at the idea of creating randomly generated levels, such as those used in the game Binding of Isaac, in order to create a unique experience for the player every time they played our game. Having looked further into this, we encountered a problem with progression in regards to the boss battles. In this, we've realised that we could not control when the boss battles appeared, so you could have a boss right at the start of the game. In order to solve this problem, we have decided that we shall have it in stages with a limited amount of randomly generated levels. So, for example, our first stage would consist of 4 randomly generated levels versus your standard bad guys, and then we would have it automatically send you to the first boss. And after this, it could be another 4 randomly generated levels, or it could be maybe 5. We can look into this in the future, and then it will send you to a boss battle again in the second stage.
What I've developed in the game so far is the different rooms that will be used. For example, puzzles, trying to use the extension of the puzzles, trying to make it as much fun and thought related as possible instead of just going from sideways, sideways, sideways. One of the good ideas that we've had so far is to center the screen on the player, which I think we've mentioned. So that when you're moving around the room, you don't get the whole view. So literally, an enemy or gun bullets can come out of nowhere and kill you. So you have to be very, very clever and remember where the door is if you want to destroy the door with the turret.
Looking forward, I will be aiming to expand the number of floor textures we have for the game. As the largest image in the game, it will be the main part to show the different environments we have. So by adding to the 5 I have already created, it will allow for more options when we randomly generate the levels. As well as this, I have already created concept sprites for the main character and a couple of enemy types, and I plan on improving these and making pre-rendered models so they will fit with the style of the boss.
As for the environments of the game, we plan to add a variety of interesting scenes and areas to keep the aesthetics fresh and interesting. These will continue to be added throughout the development of the project, as they are relatively easy to make and include.
What I've got to do now is fix AI, get the room sorted, because that's still a bit annoying for me. When I mean get the room sorted, I mean I've got to actually find a way to code it in so that you can go to a random room. Then you've got the boss room to do. So literally, I've got most of the planning sorted. It's literally just getting it into the game.
Our plan for playtesting will be for a closed beta test between each of us, before distribution on far more wide variety of outlets, such as Steam, Facebook, and other students, before the final hand-in date. From this playtesting, we hope to iron out all the bugs in the game, as well as get valuable feedback on the gameplay experience. So from me, Max Snell.
Me, Thomas Tovey.
This is Daniel Ralph.
And me, Joe Ward.
We thank you for listening to our presentation and hope you'll be playing our game soon.